Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Wednesday, August 18, 2021. The markets have been fairly quiet so far today. We've got inside days forming in 3 of the 4 instruments. Inside day just means that you have not tested above the prior day high or below the prior day low. So we're trading within yesterday's price action. You can see the S&P chart here on the top left, and you can see the high here is below yesterday's high, which is this 53.50, and the low is well above yesterday's low, which is at 1175 area. So we are trading above the open just barely, but in the bottom portion of the range, and that's what we're going to be testing here this afternoon. It's a pretty unique pattern. It doesn't happen very often here. So let me go ahead and get it set up. We've got all 4 instruments selected. The intraday time-based entry we're going to set to 3 p.m. Eastern time. It'll exit at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. Now for this study, we're going to be setting this up as we have an inside day that is forming. So you can do that within the post-open filters by going into the intraday high versus daily levels. And where it says greater than prior day high, we're going to say that the intraday high is not greater than the prior day high. So that's a not statement. I'm going to hit the minus button there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the intraday low, but go down to the prior low. So I'm going to say the intraday low is not less than the prior day low. So that creates an inside day. Now we are currently trading above the open, so I'm going to add that as well. And I'm going to say that the intraday close, which is going to be referencing the price at the time of entry, which I've got set to 3 p.m. here. So I'm going to say that the intraday close is above the opening print, but I'm going to say it is not in the top half. It's in the bottom half of the intraday range. So to do that, I'm going to say the close is in the bottom half of the intraday range. So that means it is trading higher than the open, but it has sold off enough that it's trading in the bottom portion of the range. So that completes the pattern there. I'm going to put it in a similar market environment above a 10 and above a 200-day simple moving average, and then click View Results. And here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. When you have an inside day forming and you're trading above the open, but still in the bottom half of the intraday range as of 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is taking place in a bull market environment, which I've defined as above a 10 and above a 200-day simple moving average. Historically, only 20 samples here for the S&P, and that's looking back to 2003, so pretty rare territory. The NASDAQ has 22 samples, the Dow has 24 samples, and the Russell only 10. So small sample sizes everywhere. If we look at the win rates on them, 3 of the 4 have fairly strong win rates. One of them is a bit more neutral. So S&P coming in at 60%, have finished above that 3 p.m. price. The NASDAQ comes in at 77% of the 22 samples are closing above that 3 p.m. price. For the Dow, it is pretty evenly split, coming in at 46%. And then the Russell, 9 out of 10. So only 10 samples there. 9 of them have closed above that 3 p.m. price. Now, average wins and average losses on this. The average loss has been larger than the average win in the S&P. They are very similar in size for the NASDAQ, and then the average loss has also been larger than the average win in the Dow and the Russell. So 3 of the 4 instruments have larger average losses compared to their average wins. 1 is pretty similar. And then 3 of the 4 instruments have closed above that 3 p.m. price more often than not. So it's gone higher a little bit more frequently, but when it doesn't go higher, the moves have been larger on the downside. So we'll find out if that's going to be in play this afternoon. That criteria will need to be met at 3 p.m. Eastern Time of trading above the open, but still in the bottom half of the intraday range, and we would still need to have the high and the low of the session within the prior session range as well. Hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today, and we will see you next time.